Fellowship Kids, this is Miss Lisa, and I'm here with another Sunday story. Today we're going to talk about another duo from the Bible. Today we're going to talk about Paul and Silas. Now, Paul and Silas were missionaries. Do you know what a missionary is? Let me tell you, a missionary is someone whose job it is to travel to other countries and to tell people about Jesus. So that's what Paul and Silas were doing. They were in the city of Philippi, and they were telling people about Jesus. There were some people who were super excited that they were there to tell them about Jesus. But then there were some people who weren't really happy about it. Matter of fact, there was one guy who was so angry, he talked the authorities into throwing Paul and Silas into jail. Huh, can you imagine getting put into prison because you're telling people about Jesus? Whoa, that would be so crazy. Paul and Silas, they are chained to a wall, they have heavy blocks on their feet, and they have a guy watching them so they don't escape. Guess what they do? They start singing. What? Wait a minute. Would you do that? Do you praise God in the good times and in the bad times? So Paul and Silas, they're singing and they're praying, and guess what? The other prisoners are listening to every word that they're singing and saying. When all of a sudden, an earthquake, the ground is shaking, the chains are rattling off of their hands, and the doors are flying off the prison. Whoa! I think I might be a little scared, but I think that's where God showed up, and he showed his power. The jailer is so scared. He actually takes out his sword and tries to hurt himself when Paul yells out, "Stop! All of us are here. We're all safe. Nobody escaped." The jailer is relieved. And you know what happens? The jailer takes Paul and Silas home with him. He washes up their sores. He feeds them. Paul and Silas tell him all about Jesus. And the jailer gives his heart to Jesus. Isn't God amazing? Wow. Even in the midst of a crazy prison where they're chained and locked up, God shows up, and the message, the good news of Jesus Christ is still given. Oh, that's so cool. So let's talk about these chains. Now, I'm not sure what the chains look like where Paul and Silas were, but what I do know is that chains are super strong. And they use them to lift things and to carry things. That kind of reminds me of the strong relationships that we've been talking about in our Sunday stories. Remember Mary and Martha, they were sisters, and we had David and Jonathan, best friends. We talked about Ruth and Naomi and how Ruth refused to leave Naomi. And today we got Paul and Silas, who have great respect for each other. So they have strong relationships. You know, something else about chains is they're connected. They're interlocked. You can't pull them apart no matter how hard you try. Kind of how our stories work together. They're connected to one another. Interesting. So the next time you see a chain, maybe it's a bike chain, maybe it's your swings at home. Whenever you see a chain, I want you to remember to stay connected to Jesus, because that's going to make your relationship with him even stronger. You have a great week, and we'll see you soon.